Hey man, say man, what's good man? Welcome back to the channel, guys. And today I want to talk about trend lines. I want to talk about the importance of trend lines, the psychology and the ideology behind them, guys. But before we get into it, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. And with that being said, go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe so you don't miss no more content. You dig? Let's get into it, baby. Alright guys, let's head to the charts. So, right here, you can see I have this descending level of resistance, right? So I drew a trend line, right? A trend line, guys, all you need to draw a trend line is 2 points. You can use wicks, bodies of a candle, whatever you want to do. I use bodies because that is the meat, right? That is what matters. That is what was sustainable, right? That is the momentum that was sustainable. So that's why I use bodies, right? You can use whatever you want. So a trend line, right, in my opinion, is more significant, right? More powerful when it comes to trading than a support and resistance level, right? Why? Because it is a trend, right? So first of all, us as traders, we don't get to decide where price opens or closes, right? It takes big money to do that. So the psychology behind a trend, right, in a trend line, right, is if we were to break trend, right? That's why you draw the trend line, to identify the trend. So if we were to break trend, right, it takes big money to do that, right? Like, that is momentum. It takes a lot of momentum to do that, right? So, or a sudden change in momentum, right? So that's why I say trend lines are more significant, right, when it comes to trading than support and resistance levels. Okay, so just a quick example, guys. I mean, if you look at this this swing low right here, right, got a descending level of resistance, right, and the first candle above this trend line actually closed above this previous area of resistance at $338, right? This is the QQQQ chart, by the way, guys. I'm sorry, the 1-day chart is the QQQ. So, right, and then that actually started another trend within itself. Now, just to show you, if I were to draw a trend line, right, from that trend, right, all I need is 2 points, right? So you put it right there, and just make sure that that is connected right there, just for this video purposes. All right, now once we broke that trend, right, we never got another candle up above that trend line, right? And therefore we broke trend, right? And then you started to have this major sell-off, right? But then, right, I can take and draw a trend, right? Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. I can take and draw this trend, right? Boom, right there, right? If we broke trend again, and what happened, right? We had this little rally right here, but let me just remove this trend, right? Because I want to focus on that other one I have just for the near future. Let's see. All right. So look at this trend right here, guys. Right? So we constantly got rejected, right? This descending level of resistance constantly got rejected. And then once we broke trend, right, we closed above that trend line, right? That started a rally, right? Not a big rally, but you could make a point that that is a rally, right? It looks like you're getting some consolidation right now, but it still started another trend, right? Then if we take and draw a trend line, right? Take 2 points from that trend, right? Now if you look at this next candle, it actually closed below the trend, right? So by closing below the trend, I would believe that that trend is broken, right? Hold on 1 second. I would believe that that trend is broken. So I'm expecting the next candle to open most definitely below the trend line, but I'm expecting that candle to open below where the previous candle closed, right? And then you can see down here these last 4 bars of value. 3 out of 4 of them were red, right? So that tells you that the momentum from this small rally right here is starting to shift, right? So guys, that's just some basic principles, right, when it comes to trend lines. And like I said, they're very powerful. In my opinion, trend lines are way better than support and resistance levels, because support and resistance levels tend to want to retest, right? You get a break above, and then you get this sell off to come back down, right, and doesn't break below, and then you have what's called a true breakout, yada yada yada, all that stuff. But when it comes to trend line, guys, like most of the time, once a trend line is broken, momentum is just shifted like completely. So, and like I said, it takes big money to break a trend line, right? To break trend. So just keep that in mind, guys. And I hope you learned something today. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Don't be afraid to hit that like button and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe so you don't miss no more content. You dig? All right, it's been fun, guys.